The killing of Mohamed Brahmi has plunged Tunisia back into political crisis. Grief and rage poured from his supporters and family at the hospital where he was taken after being shot and pronounced dead on arrival. They immediately accused Islamic extremists of his killing and the governing Islamist party Ennahda of complicity. The word martyr was scrawled in blood on the wall. His daughter called on opposition members of the National Assembly to resign en masse in protest. Mr. Brahmi was shot dead at point-blank range outside his house in a Tunis suburb. He was killed in front of his family. His killers escaped on a motorbike. They chose the 56th anniversary of the country's independence to carry out the assassination. On TV and in the media, Mr. Brahmi had been an increasingly outspoken critic of Ennahda. He recently resigned from the National Assembly, which is drafting a new constitution, saying his duty was now to be in constant struggle with the government. A left-wing secular nationalist, his political stance was very close to that of an even higher-profile opposition leader, Shukri Belaid, who was killed in very similar circumstances 6 months ago. At his funeral, his supporters denounced Ennahda as being responsible for his death. They accused the party not only of failing to stamp out growing Islamist violence, but of actively fomenting it. The party's leaders denied this, but frustration over the continuing failure of the economy further fueled the protests, climaxing in the resignation of the Prime Minister and the appointment of a new technocratic cabinet. That fury against the Islamists has quickly flared up again as protesters gathered in the centre of Tunis to denounce Ennahda. The party's headquarters in the town of Sidi Bouzid, Mr. Brahmi's hometown that became famous as the cradle of the Arab Spring, is reported to have been attacked and set alight. With a general strike called and protests growing, Ennahda faces a new test of its ability to survive, with its opponents now emboldened by the fall of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. Sebastian Usher, BBC News.